The race session is at Autodromo di Monza in Monza, MI, Italy. The wind speed is 10 km/h from the northeast. V Cracer is P1. Death Ray from Australia is second. Niak is P3. Dragon is fourth. Buck from Australia is fifth. HAV is sixth. Titan 2020 is seventh. Driven from Australia is eighth. Lee Rogers is P9. Race start. V Cracer is P1. Death Ray in Prima Variante is P2. Niak in Curva Biasone is P3. Titan 2020 in Variante della Roggia is 7th. Titan 2020 is now 6th. Dragon is P4. Dragon is now 3rd. Dragon is now P8. Death Ray in Variante Ascari is P2. Titan 2020 is 4th. Buck in Curva Parabolica is 6th. Buck passed Lee Rogers for P5. Lee Rogers in Rettifilo Partenza is P6 battling Buck. Driven in Prima Variante is 7th, 0.4 behind Buck. Driven past Buck for P6. Buck in Variante della Roggia on lap 2 is P7, 1.2 behind Driven. Driven is P6, 0.5 behind Lee Rogers. Driven past Lee Rogers for 5th. Lee Rogers is P6, 0.2 behind Driven. Buck from Australia is P7, 0.1 behind Lee Rogers. Buck passed Lee Rogers for P6. Lee Rogers in Curva Parabolica is P7, 0.4 behind Buck. Niak in Prima Variante is P8, 0.5 behind Lee Rogers. Niak was 6.5 faster last lap. Lee Rogers in Curva Biasone is P7, 0.1 behind Buck. Niak is 7th, 0.2 ahead of Buck. Niak was 6.2 faster last lap. Niak passed Lee Rogers for 6th. Lee Rogers in Curva del Seraglio is 7th, 0.4 behind Niak. Niak was 6.5 faster last lap. Buck in Variante Ascari is 8th, 0.4 behind Lee Rogers. Niak is 6th, 0.3 behind Driven. Driven in Rettifilo Partenza is P6 battling Niak. Buck in Prima Variante is 8th, 0.4 behind Lee Rogers. Driven in Variante della Roggia on lap 4 is 6th, 1.1 behind Niak. Niak was 2.0 faster last lap. Buck in Curva del Seraglio is P8, 1.5 behind Lee Rogers. Lee Rogers was 0.9 faster last lap. Niak in Curva Parabolica on lap 4 is P5, 0.8 behind Titan 2020. Buck in Curva Parabolica is 8th, 0.3 behind Lee Rogers. Buck passed Lee Rogers for 7th. Lee Rogers is P8, 0.5 behind Buck. Niak on lap 5 is P5, 0.1 behind Titan 2020. Niak was 3.5 faster last lap. Niak is now 4th. Lee Rogers in Prima Curva di Lesmo is 7th, 0.5 behind Buck. Driven in Variante Ascari on lap 5 is 5th, 2.4 behind Niak. Niak was 2.3 faster last lap. Lee Rogers in Curva Parabolica is 7th, 0.6 behind Buck. Dragon in Primaveriante is 8th. Best lap is a 1:46.407. 2.206 off the fastest lap. Lee Rogers in Curva Biasone is 7th, 0.5 behind Buck. Dragon is 8th. Niak on lap 6 is P4, 2.0 behind HAB. Dragon in Curva Parabolica is P8. Niak in Curva Biasone is P4, 2.5 behind HAB. Lee Rogers is 8th battling Dragon. Dragon was 1.6 faster last lap. The leader has just finished the race. V-Cracer from Australia finished P1. Death Ray finished P2. HAB is P3. HAB finished P3. Niak finished 4th. Driven finished P5. Buck finished 6th. Dragon finished P7. Lee Rogers finished 8th. Titan 2020 is 9th.